In a major drug bust this week, U.S. authorities intercepted 50,000 kilograms of chemical precursors shipped from China and bound for Mexico's Sinaloa cartel, marking a serious escalation in transnational threats involving the Chinese Communist Party. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, announced this week that it has intercepted a 50,000-kilogram shipment of chemical precursors used in the production of methamphetamine. The cargo originating from China was destined for the notorious Sinaloa cartel in Mexico. Chad Plant's special agent in charge at Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, in Houston described the operation as a game changer. For years, Mexican cartels have flooded our communities with deadly drugs, leaving behind addiction, death, and despair, he said. This operation gives us the upper hand, cutting off their access to the chemicals needed to manufacture meth. This seizure is part of a broader long-term operation that began in 2019, targeting suspicious chemical shipments from countries like China and India that ultimately supply Mexican cartels. So far, ICE has confiscated over 1.7 million kilograms of precursor chemicals used to produce meth and fentanyl. One such interception occurred in March at the port of Houston, involving 44,000 kilograms of chemicals also headed for the Sinaloa cartel. According to the U.S. Treasury Department, some Chinese entities don't just supply the chemicals, they also help launder money for the cartels, supporting what officials are calling a narco empire built on the backs of American consumers. The chemical threat is just one of many emerging dangers linked to the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. In recent weeks, U.S. media have reported a string of espionage and influence operations allegedly connected to Chinese nationals or CCP proxies. These include attempts at bioterrorism, military technology theft, academic infiltration, and online political manipulation using American artificial intelligence tools. A recent Stanford University report revealed a culture of cooperation with the CCP among some faculty and students. The report warns that certain individuals willingly share U.S. research with China or do so under pressure, especially when their families are vulnerable back in China. This week alone, the U.S. Department of Justice charged 2 Chinese nationals for smuggling pathogens capable of agricultural terrorism. Another case involved the arrest of a Chinese citizen and a British businessman for attempting to smuggle sensitive U.S. military components to China. Separately, OpenAI revealed it had shut down a China-linked influence campaign that used ChatGPT to generate social media posts aimed at inflaming political division in the U.S. Congresswoman Michelle Steele responded by calling for tighter restrictions on Chinese student visas, applauding President Donald Trump's directive for immediate action. These policies are long overdue, she said. The Chinese Communist Party's spying efforts are out of control and we must act decisively.